Look at you. I love you. And I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. I don't think you could possibly understand that level of pride that goes back so many, many years. And it does. I can tell you, I'm going to show you something in a minute, but I want to tell you first something about Marymount, Manhattan. Okay, it isn't about me, it's about the college. And there was a personal commitment in this college to institutional responsibility, right? Not just personal responsibility, but institutional responsibility. And for years before that, everyone had been running out to someplace, to help someplace. But the doors to Marymount, Manhattan were not open. And that was the real difference of the CLP program in 1967. The doors opened and people were invited in. And it was the institution that began to change. Now, the important thing about that period is that without another two people, I don't know that this would ever have happened. One was simply an old professor. I think I've told you I had here, Dr. Timashev. He said to me, Eileen, you will go to Fordham, you will get your degree, you will come back, and you will teach sociology. And I did. Who could imagine that? I did it. I came back and I taught sociology. The other thing was that while I was at Fordham, I met a wonderful woman by the name of Isolina Ferre, who it turned out, which I didn't know at the time, was the daughter of the governor of Puerto Rico. I didn't know that, I didn't have a clue. But she and I went to Fordham together, and she was the director of the Dr. White Community Center in Fort Greene. Okay, so something crazy got the three of us together. And it was that togetherness that led to the way in which the Community Leadership Program was founded. And that's important for the HEOP program because it took us a couple of years to understand what we had to face in order to be effective. The first year, we had 17 students and 5 faculty members who thought they knew what they were doing. I don't think so. We didn't think so. We knew that was not the case at the end of the first year. 1978, we wrote another grant and we brought other people in who were particularly trained and knew how to deal with mathematics, with English, with some of the fine arts issues, and they brought the community together. What did HEOP have to do with that? By the time HEOP comes, we have somehow managed to overcome the most serious problems that we had. Our community was part of this community. This was home for our students. It was home for our faculty who wanted to work with our students. It was a place to be. We still had Fort Greene, and thank God for Fort Greene, because students could go home together, they could come together. Sister Isolina hired students then, $85 to $125 a week. They earned working with the young people in their community, helping them, doing extraordinary, wonderful things home. So the community, the college, they led to where we are. And you are, this is your home. It's the place where we want you to be. You don't have to come from the same town anymore because look at your community. when I started, I could show you a picture, but I didn't bring it. My class was all women and all white women. And I could show you, we had 45 students. And you went around the room, and that was it. And nobody else was really comfortable here. And that was 1955, okay? 1955 to 1959, I was a student here. And I'm going to tell you, and then I'll shut up. I want to tell you, I think, a wonderful story and a funny story. I don't refer to Marymount Manhattan College. When I talk about the college, I talk about my college. This is my college. It is. But I also hope it'll be your college. I say my college because everything I wanted to have happen happened here. I loved the faculty. I loved the subjects I was taking. I followed what one suggested I do, rather strongly. I came back and I was able then to do what I loved, all right? And so when I say I love you, that's true. It's an extension of every single thing that I was brought to do being a student here. And it's not because I was a dean, or not because I was a faculty member, or not because I became a vice president. It was because I was a student at Marymount Manhattan College. This is my college. I went to Sacred Heart, it'll never be my college, no matter how much I may have loved the students there. This is my college. I hope it will be your college. That's what my hope is, that every one of you will say, someday or some point, this is my college, all right? And then I have to sneak in one tiny other thing. If it's your college, I beg you to make the decision to reach out and help someone else. That is sort of tied with saying that this is your college. This is your college. You will help one other person, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 50, by the time 50 years rolls by. And then it will all have been doubly worth it. I love you, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of my college.